we've played 5 minutes, so there is the final whistle. Kevin McStay puts his hands up with delight. They say the National League means nothing. They say it means nothing, but Aidan O'Shea there fisting the air as well. Mayo have done it. Mayo have got the job done. They come to Croke Park and they win themselves the National Football League title, their first National Football League title since 2019. Their second in total as well. It finishes as a scoreline: Galway 11 points, Mayo 14 points. We will update that score in just a brief momento. But yeah, great results. Great result for Mayo. I mean, not the best game, you would say, not the best game in the world, but look, at the end of the day, winning is what matters. And if it, come July or whenever the All Ireland final is, if that's how Mayo won an All Ireland final, they would 100% take it. They would 100% take it. And in fairness to them, they got the job done. They scored the opening point of the game. They managed to lead very, very well for the first set or for the 70 minutes. Defensively, very, very strong. Colm Reap, what a performance! What a performance! And obviously, when David Clark, hung up his boots a couple of years ago, Robbie Hennelly was the man to take home the position between the two posts. But Colm Reap, the man from Knockmore, he's 110% established himself as the number one for Mayo. I think he already had, in fairness, 4 big saves, all at big moments. Big save from Peter Cook, big save from Damien Comer, big save from John Maher as well. Very, some multiply brilliant saves in there from Colm Reap. From 45s as well, he was outstanding. I don't think he missed one. 3 points I counted in total from him. An outstanding performance. Kickouts were excellent. To a man, he was outstanding and well deserved of man of the match and definitely performance of the game. Jeremy O'Connor, very, very good performance from him as well. 2 very, very good blocks in the first half. Setting things up as well. I thought he played very, very impressive. Very, very good performance from him. And it was just a very well organised, a very well measured performance from Mayo. It was a scrappy game. It was a very scrappy game. It was stop-start. Mayo only scored, Mayo scored, Mayo went about 50, 60 minutes without scoring from play. Scored from play on the 70th minute from Jack Coyne. That was their first point from play since the 15th minute. They were struggling to score from play. A lot of frees. You would say a lot of questionable frees. And I think the referee definitely, deserves some criticism there. I think there was definitely a lot of frees given, a lot of soft frees given in favour of Mayo. I think some, in favour of Galway as well, but more so in favour of Mayo. Very stop-start game, a lot of frees. And it wasn't the best game to watch. It wasn't the best National League final. It wasn't the most entertaining game. It was scrappy. It was cagey. 2 teams that know each other very, very well inside and out. And, I think the definitive part of the game really was the opening 15 minutes. Mayo outscored Galway 6 points to 1 in the opening 15 minutes. And from that moment on, Galway were playing catch-up and Mayo were just too organised defensively. And the goal chances that Galway did create, Colm Reap was there to make the big saves. And it was tough for Galway. Shooting wise, I think they let themselves down. Shane Walsh missed 3 45s. I counted there. He missed another chance late on as well. Damien Comer had that effort that went wide, after it went to Hawkeye, hit the post with another opportunity as well. So Galway shooting in the second half let them down ever so slightly. And there was an opportunity there because Mayo, I thought, were probably, over carrying the ball and, overplaying the ball at times in the second half and sort of put themselves into dangerous positions, giving the ball away too easily at times. But look, in fairness to them, they held on, they managed the game. Anytime it looked like Galway were coming back into the game, Mayo would respond. And I think you have to give, the men from Mayo massive credit for doing so. They managed their way through their game. They dug their way through the game. And in fairness, it was a very sort of un-Mayo way to win a big game. and I think that's a compliment. Normally when Mayo win big games, big finals, National League finals, Connacht finals, and even when they've played in All-Ireland finals in the past, usually they play this sort of chaotic, swashbuckling, very attacking style play of football. And, that wasn't the case in this game, in my opinion. Like, they played like that for the opening 15 minutes, but they defended very, very well to a man. And we saw a different side to Mayo that I don't think we've seen in a long, long time, if ever. That sort of doggedness of being able to sort of dog your way through games, fight your way through games, battle your way through games. And in fairness to Mayo, they did so. And sometimes the question mark over Mayo has often been, game management, conceding goals. That's been a big thing in All-Ireland finals down the years, conceding goals. And sort of indiscipline. But in fairness to them, they managed this very, very well. They managed this very, very well. And if I was a Mayo supporter, I think it'd be very, very exciting now going into the summer. I know people say, the media jump on a hype train and love the Mayo for Sam Brigade, and the fans jump on it and everything else. And, I'm sure Mayo fans won't want to get too excited considering what's happened in the past, but I think they have a very, very strong case in All-Ireland this year. I think this is the best Mayo team since 2016, 2016, 2017. I think this is the best Mayo team since then. I think their squad is phenomenal. The depth of their squad is brilliant. Let's not forget bringing Tommy Conroy off the bench. What an option to bring off the bench. He changed the game. He won 2 or 3 frees. I don't think he scored, but, he was outstanding. He was absolutely outstanding, and very, very hard player to dispossess. And I thought he had a very, very strong game, and Cillian O'Connor, didn't come on. What an option he'll be to bring on later in the championship. Kevin McLaughlin didn't make an appearance. Aidan Orme didn't make an appearance. Mayo have a wealth of options, and I think they have a serious chance. I think, if I was a Mayo supporter, the only team I would be wary of is probably Kerry, to be honest with you. I think Tyrone on any given day can give Mayo a tough test. I'm sure Galway will be thereabouts as well. I'm sure Dublin, will be edging at the sword. And if they play Mayo, they'll be gunning to beat Mayo after what happened a couple of years ago. But things are looking very, very strong indeed from a Mayo perspective. Defensively, very, very sound. Midfield sound. Jordan Flynn, thought Jack Carney had a very good game as well. His link-up play was very good. So a lot of positives from a Mayo perspective. For Galway, Peter Cook had a good game. I felt, he had a very, very strong game. But as I said, it was that opening 15 minutes that killed Galway. From the 15th minute onwards, both sides were very even. Shane Walsh kicked 5 points, 2 lovely points from play. But I think shooting-wise, he let himself down at times with a few 45s. Robert Finnerty with 2 points. Damien Comer, who came on, didn't score. A few wides from him. And Galway just lacked, their shooting let them down in the final stage. And, the fact that Galway haven't won this tournament, they haven't won a National League since 1981. I think this would have been huge for the Galway supporters. And, big moment for Mayo. Big moment for Mayo. And look, it could be a big year for them. It could be a big year. But look, you wouldn't rule out Galway either. Like, they've a strong enough side. And you certainly would not rule them out when push comes to shove later in the year. John Maher was all right in around midfield. Paul Conroy, I felt, was fairly quiet attacking wise, didn't score. Dylan McHugh, I thought, had a decent game. Robert Finnerty with 2 good points at the start of the second half, but probably wasn't really that involved, other than that, in fairness. So yeah, and Mayo probably had the better options coming off the bench as well. Like, Galway brought on Damien Comer early on because of the injury to Johnny Heaney. Be interesting to know people's opinions as well, live right now or in the match reaction after. That challenge from Colm Reap. Was it a red card? I think it was a yellow in the end. It was a heavy challenge, but I think both players were going a full tilt there. And I don't think there was a lot that Colm Reap could really do. And it obviously was outside the box as well. So clearly was a free and not a penalty. But I think a yellow card was the fair decision there in the end. But I would be curious to know people's opinions live or in the match reaction after. And yeah, you know, Mayo just dogged and dug their way through the game. Looking at some comments here, Jack says Conroy class. He was absolutely brilliant coming off the bench, and you know that's the thing. That's what gives Mayo a huge edge in the championship this year is their bench. You know, Kerry. Look, they still have a great squad, and there's been a lot of sort of players on the fringes who have disappointed for me. Killian Spillane, Adrian Spillane haven't really kicked into gear. Paul Gainey, Stephen O'Brien will surely be back for the championship. You know, they'll be back, and Kerry's depth will improve, but Mayo's depth is so strong. And the fact they're able to bring on players like Tommy Conroy, Killian O'Connor didn't make an appearance, absolutely huge. Anthony says, well done to Mayo, but it's Kerry for Sam. Kerry definitely still are the front runners, still probably the favourites in fairness. Keane or Eddie says, what did you think of Colm Reap? Yeah, as I was saying earlier, man of the match, outstanding performance. You know, 4 big saves, 45 spot on. Don't think he missed one. Might have maybe put one wide off the top of my head now that I think about it. But he was outstanding. He was absolutely brilliant. Kick-out's brilliant. And some big saves. He was the difference on the day, you know, because one or two of those chances go in, or even one of those chances goes in. We're probably going to extra time instead of a Mayo win. So, yeah, absolutely outstanding indeed from Colm Reap. So, yeah, let me know your opinions, your comments in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts in the match reaction after. Big result for Mayo. Their second National Football League title since 2019. Galway, big missed opportunity, big chance to win a national title since 1981. I know a lot of people will say the league doesn't matter that much, and I think, you know, if you're a Galway fan, you'll say that we don't care about the league. We move on into the championship. And if you're a Mayo fan, you know it matters. And look, looking at Kevin McStay, looking at Aidan O'Shea, looking at the Mayo players, this win definitely did matter to them. They wanted to win this one. And I think for Galway, you know, beaten in the All-Ireland final in July, beaten now in the National League final, you know, Galway, if they want to be a top team, need to start winning these big games. And look, for Mayo, you know, their big aim now is to win that All-Ireland title. Make no mistake about it. So, yeah, let me know your opinions, your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the like button here on the watch along or on the match reaction after. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions on the game. And big up to Mayo. Great result for them. Galway will be back, I'm sure. But, yeah, let me know your opinions, your comments, and I'll see you all soon.